I'll reveal your true form.
This isn't musical chairs, Damon. Alright, gang, you've seen enough corridors and battles and heard enough bad jokes from me, so in this episode we're just going to try and make as much progress as we possibly can.
There's nothing new under the sun, so we're just gonna rush this time, for once. Do you believe us?
I don't.
I mean, what's probably gonna happen, okay, is that we're going to talk to some random person, he'll say something that's interesting, and then we're gonna keep it on this touch screen for 25 minutes. But our intention is to go fast. And you know what they say about good intentions and the pathway to hell. We're the Bittersweet Gamers!
I've never heard that phrase before. I'm We Square.
I'm the Opinionator! Let's hurry through this palace, or at least till the next interesting part. For the record, still like this place. So, this was small.
Yo, stop right there.
Yes?
I'm talking to you guys. Come over here for a second.
Hey, Ryuji, is that your dad? Wait, does he mean us?
He looks super dangerous. I don't want to get involved, even if he's just some old cognitive thing.
Some old cognitive thing?
What are you punks mumbling on about? I hear you've been making quite a mess in here.
Did you call me used punks?
A man after my own heart.
We're totally not making a mess. We swear we're not stealing any treasure. We're not beating up the security. Who are you?
Huh. I'm the one asking questions around here. Now drink some salt water and reflect on what you did. I'm leaving this to you guys. I don't got the time to waste on little punks like these.
Come on, man.
Salt water? Does that mean? Whoa, hold on a sec. I can't swim.
What does this have to do with salt water?
Look out! Here they come!
I think the intention is to throw us overboard.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Oh no, not Baphomet. Maybe don't pick the persona that's weak to fire against the goats that have fires floating above their hordes.
Didn't we do this in a Mementos? I
I think you're right.
I just need to get another persona that's got light attacks.
You missed?
What did I just say?
Got knocked down. You pig.
Eyes up!
Ha!
Just kicks him out of the way.
Okay, so these guys actually hit really hard. That's kind of awesome.
They do. They hit really hard.
This just seems excessive. I hate this 30 SP nonsense.
Oh, that's a big help.
Sorry.
Yeah, when I played 4, I would always use the Harans, the D-Harans.
Diarhan?
Diarhan, or whatever it's called.
Diarahan?
Diarhan.
It's spelled in a certain way. I mean, you can pronounce these things sort of however you want, but roughly speaking, probably the order that the letters are in should largely have something to do with your decision.
Pronunciation is for other people.
Here, how about Nuke? You like Nuke?
Well, they didn't dislike it.
Oh, come on, even hit him!
No, one is down. Oh,
Arrgh!
These guys are these guys are kind of messing us up a bit. I mean, we're gonna win.
Gosh, it's like we just completely underestimated them.
That's never happened before.
not good. Bona fide. Okay, not yet. We're even higher.
There we go.
Bo's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Go drink some salt water, or whatever. Insult! We emerged victorious despite an extremely embarrassing start.
That wasn't funny, damn it. They were totally trying to kill us.
Yeah, I know! Thanks for the save, Ryuji.
No problem.
Maybe because we caused a scene at both the restaurant and the pool, somebody has to clean up the mess. Wait a second. Clean up the mess?
Oh, that's why they call him the cleaner. It's because he mops up any trouble that shows it's safe. That should make him pretty easy to find, though. We just gotta disturb the peace somehow.
Oh, it's not AKECHI!
No, it has to be AKECHI. Come on.
But doing so would have an adverse effect on us finding the other letters of introduction. Let's leave him for last and hurry over to the other two first.
In that case, our next target should be the TV station president and the entertainment hall ahead.
Let's go, Joker.
Man, I'm gonna be disappointed if it's not AKECHI.
What a... Oh, man, come on! You like how I just turned and went the wrong way?
Oh God, more slot machines!
All right, just what we always wanted was to play more slots. I mean, it'd be fine if they were really fun slots, but they're not. They're also not playable, so it doesn't really matter.
Joker, you missed?
Joker, you okay? I kind of feel responsible for this somehow.
Hey,
Oh, look at all these slot machines.
Maybe we'll find that TV station Prez we heard about in here.
In that case, why don't we try searching for him? But we
What?
would not do this because...
This place isn't too big, so spotting him should be easy. Be careful if you find him, though. Yada yada, mini boss.
Ah, that's what they meant.
isn't the man sitting over there one of them?
He's the president of a TV station, isn't he?
How can you tell by looking?
He gives letters of introduction to executives of companies who are willing to sponsor his programs.
Right, in other words, like direct line from a particular politician straight up to at least one major media outlet.
Oh,
That's a difficult condition to meet.
something one of the viewers mentioned. The reason that Shido calls everyone, or at least that's his theory,
Right.
is that once we beat them, his cognition of them changes because they do tell us information. So he starts to suspect them.
Oh, that's fascinating because
Yeah.
he should be suspecting
Yeah.
them in any case. I really like that.
Want to just beat it out of him?
Yeah.
I still like my idea of him just sitting there with the phone waiting for the camera to cut to him.
Well, the thing that I like about that is it shows what having a palace is like. And so stuff that's going on in your palace does influence your behavior.
Yeah, it's like the people here are more important than the people in other palaces. As far as like Shido's cognition of them and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
value of them.
Yeah, 1,000%. Even if he's just using them and hates them all and wants them all to die, okay? I mean, I don't know how much of a baby eater he is. Like, does he want to grill and roast all humanity or just, like, be the ruler, be a good ruler, but he doesn't care what he has to do to get there? I mean, whatever level of evil baby eating Shido is at, it is undeniable that he has a better conception of a lot of other people, even if it's just to use them as nothing but tools.
Right, right.
And that's just fascinating to me. And if you don't like it, then okay.
Let me handle this.
For real? But
See, and now it's Haru's turn.
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to shine. Maybe Yusuke has one coming up,
I'll allow it. You've got this, Noir.
and then Morgana's got to do something too.
Yeah.
Yes, Senpai.
It's nice to be reminded
A
of that.
letter of introduction. But you're so obviously a child.
And you're like 8 feet tall.
They're not as tall as you think. When I was editing in the last one, and you were like, "That woman is like 6'12". You know, looking, it's like
That's
it's.
7 feet.
Yeah, I know that. Looking at it, it was like Joker was actually just, crouched
Oh,
down.
okay.
You just want everyone to be really tall.
What does that say about me?
I don't-
Like all the cognitive people in my palace are like 12 feet tall.
I mean, apparently, it's not like you're short.
Right?
I'm Haru Okumura, daughter of the president of Okumura Foods. I believe we sponsored you as well.
Aha!
Oh, you're her.
It's hard to tell with the mask on, I know.
It's true that I'm quite indebted to President Okumura. He funded us extremely well, after all. However, it looks like he got a little carried away. My condolences.
Huh, he's actually being polite.
That's kind of. I was about to say that's kind of rude.
Really? Oh.
That's
Okay, I see.
Regarding his exploiting management, Mr. Shido asked me to defend him as much as I could. I even threw some extra security his way, but there were limits to what I could do.
I suppose that's really what he's doing is he's trying to cover his own tracks.
Yeah,
Like, oh
yeah.
no, it's not. I did everything I could do for Okumura, so don't get mad at me, Missy. Which naturally he's
I just misread the tone of that statement.
naturally he's making it. Well, I mean, it could be a couple things, but it's like he's making it all about himself.
Right.
The damage almost reached up to Mr. Shido himself. President Okumura had to be cut off.
Are you the one that gave the order?
Cut off.
Well, it was the SIU director.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
It seems he didn't just cast him off his
Oh!
ship, but also used him to trap the Phantom Thieves.
I hadn't even been thinking about it because, you know, it's been a while since Okumura, and also, and a lot has happened. We knew what was going on the whole time, but Haru didn't. The Phantom Thieves didn't know why it was that Okumura died.
Right.
I mean, you know, they were all like, well, why did this even happen? We don't know.
Yeah.
And so this was just like the confirmation. Like, we, the players, knew what was going on. Which is why it was maybe slightly awkward to watch, because we had all these outside scenes and had been expecting it for such a long time.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but Haru has not had any of that.
That's
so
true,
this is
that's
really
true.
important for her. It's also interesting how this cognitive shadow dude, okay, in Shido's palace, sees someone with the last name Okumura and immediately blabs everything.
Bravo, Mr. Shido. Truly a nasty maneuver.
Well, if they're on the ship, that means they're a chosen one, right?
That's true, and the guy turned it into like a praise for Shido, which would be how Shido would think of it.
Right.
Like, all of that is just Shido's great plan, because it's not like he's really thinking about some other Okumura running around in here.
Won't you please give me a letter recommendation?
And she just has like a couple of sighs and like a brief hesitation, and then just moves on to just going...
She's really strong.
Yeah, she is really good at just dodging this stuff.
Once our company recovers, I will arrange for us to cooperate with you in a sponsorship role.
Because again, they don't have to fight all these people.
Yeah.
And they can just lie to them. They're not real people!
Yeah.
You're the daughter of the late president. Do you really have the authority to do that?
Majority shareholder.
Maybe she can't make a unilateral promise, but she could, you know, make it kind of come up.
She's got some weight.
She's got more than a little weight.
Your employees probably resent you.
Okay, let's smash his face in.
No, that's fine. Who cares? There's no reason to get... As long as the guy isn't, like, trying to, like, lick all over her, there's no reason to beat him up if we don't have
I
to.
suppose you're right.
I'm just trying to think about everything this guy's saying in the context of Shido is the one who's really saying it.
Well, that's not important. I'm in your father's debt, after all. I can repay some kindness to his daughter.
Thank you
Ta-da!
very much.
Now, it's possible that she'll be like, now I hate you and I'm going to beat the crap out of you.
That would fit her a little bit.
Yeah, it really would. Or they could leave and they've won, so...
But your
Okay.
father truly was a fool.
Yeah, here it comes.
Okay, so Shido either has an interesting way of thinking about what people like this would say, or what is more likely is that this guy is actually a blabbermouth blowhard.
Yeah.
Which would make it maybe easier for Shido to sort of control him, because he could just reveal some...
Right, blackmail.
Blackmail him with some awful things the guy has said.
He could have lived a life of luxury if only he'd done what he was told. You know, I'm the one who broadcast the moment of his mental shutdown.
Oh yeah, you're a TV producer.
No, he's the president of a TV station.
President, yeah.
That's about 9 levels higher than some random news producer.
I don't know hierarchies.
Our ratings shot up because of that.
Yeah, no, he's going
And
down.
did this guy know that he was gonna that Okumura was gonna die? He might have.
I bet he did.
Stop it.
Okay, it went too far. Beat this blabbermouth up.
Huh?
How could you talk about my father's death like that?
That's just business. If you like, we can get you in a documentary. Overcoming death to rebuild a family company.
This man, I hate this man. But all of them that they've shown so far.
Scum.
Yeah, all 3 of the people so far have just been awful.
You're so cute, you might just get good ratings.
You know, they may be slightly exaggerated because they are cognitive.
I don't think they're... Based on the conversations Shido's had with them, I don't know if they're exactly that much exaggerated.
Yeah, they couldn't be that exaggerated if they are. But anyway, the point is they're all terrible, and people like that suck. I mean, what
Time to save her!
Yeah.
what an idiot! Why would he do any of this?
Thieves!
I like how he's got an action stance.
Yeah. He looks kind of like Huang Zhong from Three Kingdoms.
Don't do anything.
I kind of wanted to say Sun Wukong, actually, but...
Yeah, but what about Ryuji, though?
Yeah, that doesn't make... Yeah, that's why I didn't. Oh, hold on. Target him again?
The opponent is strong.
Shadow Anomaly TV president.
No, yeah, because I guess he's a shadow anomaly.
Yeah, I just hadn't noticed that in the
No,
other
it's the
target.
first. Now that we've had this discussion, it's the first time. I mean, now that the thieves have talked about the shadow cognitive
Yeah.
fusion, it shows up as shadow anomaly, which is a nice touch. Okay, I'm gonna bring in Haru, and she's gonna beat the crap out of him.
Man, bringing in his two lackeys like this, how Garud of him.
Right off their feet.
What, did you think the puns were going away?
You know, I don't know whether to find it sad or awesome that you have, in 2 episodes, made a pun of Garuda twice. Is there anybody who is better at punning Garuda in English than you?
Really? I don't remember the other one I did.
Yeah, I know, you don't even pay attention!
It just comes so naturally. This fight's going great.
Well, I mean, why not? I really want to bring in Haru, but
Right? Oh.
too bad.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, that could be bad. I guess he rubbed him the wrong way.
You know what I need to do?
Yeah?
I need to start keeping around cookies so I can give them to you.
That's only gonna encourage it.
You're right!
Now you all knew I was gonna miss the main monkey.
No surprises here.
Alright.
Oh!
Oh, that's awful.
Don't ever do that again!
Ooh.
Time to make up for that. I'll start to.
Take this! Yeah, no problem. Take that! Oh, I'm kind of surprised it didn't heal him. That's sort of what I was expecting.
Right?
Much obliged.
I really like how this time around the enemies had kind of a lot of character.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can just do that all day long, buddy. All day long.
Behold.
No, come on! It sort of feels like Ryuji fighting Ryuji, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah, yeah.
Noir dodged the enemy's attack.
At least he didn't crit anyone that time, jeez.
Astarte, descend.
Speaking of,
Ooh, not bad, Noir. Good choice.
I know, we almost had him, too.
right?
Nice hit.
Excellent!
Beat him up.
Well, with his attack down and without any help, he doesn't really matter.
Right, right. I mean, unless he crits with Swift Strike.
Alright.
Noir dodged the enemy's attack. Persona!
It is like you're fighting me. He misses just as much. And now, to finish him off.
Go down.
Heal. I'm just kidding. That'd be really funny if it did heal him, though.
It would've. It would've been pretty excellent. The fight that just goes on sort of forever. Okay, we have the letter of introduction, and I've humiliated you, gaining revenge by beating up somebody who doesn't exist, who badmouthed my father. I assume as part of the media, you have knowledge about quite a few important topics. We will not take your life, even though you're not alive,
Shh.
as long as you share the knowledge that you've kept from the public.
Remember that Kaneshiro guy? The one from the media who ended up on the news a while back?
You mean the one from the Mafia? That's a really big difference, sir.
Well, the money he was gathering all went to Shido-san.
Really?
Shido and Kaneshiro were connected? Indeed, as well as that old man Madarame.
Madarame too, huh? Was Madarame being given a degree of like legal cover or something?
Possibly.
In exchange
For the money for selling the fakes?
or something like that.
His counterfeit business, along with Kaneshiro's mafia, aided Shido-san quite a bit financially.
So that's how Kaneshiro was able to not ever be detected, because the police were actually... Because Sai had been trying to go after him.
But the police were in the pocket.
Yeah, but the SIU director was actively keeping them away from Kaneshiro.
Yeah.
And then that's how Madarame had been doing this for so long, is because he was just paying Shido off. That's kind of interesting that they're all connected. I guess in the end, the only person that's had a palace, not counting Futaba, that has... No, counting Futaba, that isn't connected to Shido is Kamoshida.
Yet.
Will Kamoshida be connected to Shido?
Place your bets!
Or was he just some random asshole?
I see.
I understand now.
Hey, you were forcing the news to be about Akechi and Shido all the time, right? I'm sick of them! Wait, this guy's not a real person. Telling him ain't gonna do shit for us.
I guess, now that I think about it, I shouldn't have sort of mocked the idea of just ignoring them. Getting these guys to talk to us is extremely useful out in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Makoto can just be like,
Hey, sis.
right, yeah, hey sis, I have some things that you really might want to investigate. You might be surprised by what you find.
Yes.
Come on, we have to take down Shido himself.
We'll find the connection with Kamoshida with the fourth guy.
Maybe so.
I would never have imagined that their leader would commit suicide. Akechi-kun, did you anticipate this curious turn of events?
Oh, certainly not to this extent. But it is important to note that he was the mastermind behind the recent commotion. Getting captured must have wounded his pride irreparably. Such things happen often to insurgent leaders.
According to the police, the whereabouts of the other members are still currently unknown.
This isn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Considering they no longer require testimony from the leader, the investigation will be hard to...
May I butt in for a second?
Randomly, that was Yukiko's voice actress.
Huh.
Of course.
The Phantom Thieves may have laid low since then, but they must not be excused. I don't care if they come after me. For the victims of their evil deeds and for their families. I will capture the remaining Phantom Thieves, no matter what.
Now he gets to posture like a hero for TV.
Yeah.
But you know what else? This type of music playing during Japanese daytime talk with this type of background is extremely weird.
My apologies. I didn't mean to get so worked up.
Oh yeah, that was totally a coincidence.
No wonder they call you an ace detective of justice. What passion.
Pravda, goodness.
How about we use this opportunity to poll the audience?
Are the Phantom Thieves just... Wait, no, hold on.
Those who believe the detective of justice will annihilate the Phantom Thieves, press your buttons now.
Huh.
Everyone in the audience agrees.
Wait, is that a percentage, or...
we don't know how this works.
Is there 50 people in the audience? I don't understand.
Looks like you can't back down now.
Then again, it might have been... Well, no, if they were going to go with 100%, then it couldn't be faked, because then the one guy who said no would be like, hey.
Yeah.
I will do the best I can. Oh, but I do have to study for my college entrance exams. I might not be able to promise that.
Oh, Akechi!
Wah, wah,
You!
None of these people know that I was an undesirable child. I wanted people to rely on me. I wanted to be needed. I devoted myself to my studies, acted as an honor student, and made my name as an ace detective.
Well, not really.
Right.
And thanks to the Nav app, and the persona bestowed upon me by the gods, I managed to dispose of any who got in my way.
And thanks to the Nav app.
Yeah.
We'll get to this in a minute.
Though it took me some time to finally do so. All that remains is to tell him.
But still, wasn't their leader's suicide a letdown for you, given how long it took to apprehend him? I think if it were me, I would have collapsed from the shock.
True. It did make me feel somewhat dizzy. Just a little, though.
Oh, that was just metaverse shenanigans.
My
What?
mind was worked up due to the major task I had undertaken.
Hey, who is that? If you don't turn off your phone, the Phantom Thieves might change your heart.
If you don't go to bed without eating your vegetables, you'll be cursed by a ghost. Sorry, wrong game.
A phone?
See? Even Akechi-kun's face is stiffened up.
What was that reaction?
Sorry about that.
Uh-oh.
I'm not bothered. Just make sure to turn it off when you go to the movies.
He's kind of paranoid about this.
He might start to make the connection.
He doesn't really have any reason to yet.
Maybe not, but if he's as paranoid as you say.
I am surprised that nobody's bothered to follow up. Well, hold on a
He was
moment.
surprised that Sai made a big deal about showing him the phone.
He was like, what is this about? And then just moved on. It could have been that just made him think about it again. In any case, we'll get to this in a second. On to the next one.
We're leaving the cleaner for last, so we just got that IT president guy left. I mean IT, sorry, I should know that. We don't have any clues about him yet, though. Either way, let's proceed onward. We still haven't gotten a full grasp of this ship's layout.
In terms of ground we've covered, we have to have made a lot of progress. Alright, so I do think it was a little foolish of Akechi and Shido to not really check that they'd finished off their arch rivals.
Yeah.
Alternately, everything was appearing to go their way and had been the entire time, so you could probably excuse it, but...
I mean, to be fair, it is those little slip-ups that allow the good guy, the spunky rebel heroes to defeat the over-empowering Imperial forces.
That took like 45 minutes to say. Anyway, that part aside, and whatever reason Akechi reacted to the phone, those details aside, the really important part that we got from this was we're finally getting to Akechi's backstory, whatever it is. I mean, I'm sure it's really sympathetic and really sad. It's just it appears to have turned him into a monster.
Yeah.
More on that when it actually happens, because I'm sure there's no way that we won't be spending a lot of time talking about it.
Right.
But the big one here, the Nav app. The Nav app.
Yeah.
Okay? He got the Nav app. Who'd he get it from? Who's the only person we know of that drops Nav apps around, huh?
Right?
And we're not talking when he said he got one.
Right. He clearly had it from the beginning if he's able to swap between the metaverse and the real verse.
So, we hadn't really talked about how he possibly, or like why Akechi has like a second persona or something.
Right.
Or at the very least a second outfit. Maybe that's really what the problem is.
If it's about cognition, that could affect it.
I mean, maybe so. I just don't like hand-waving everything, like, blankly.
Right.
But, cognition explains it. Well, it's time travel in multiple universes. We don't have to think about anything because we can just see cognition hand-wave.
Gotcha.
But that aside, we don't have anything to go on. It probably is something like that. Maybe he is going to be Sun Wukong.
I mean...
But he doesn't look like Sun Wukong.
Correct, he's just a monkey.
He's just an old monkey with a sword. In any case, if Igor gave Akechi
the Nav app,
then what was he trying to accomplish?
well, the ruin that he's talking about might have nothing to do with Akechi.
What I'm saying is, in the past, Igor provided the nav app to Akechi.
Right.
When asked about this man in black, Igor's like, I don't know anything about it. And furthermore, he gave it to if Igor did, who's the person we know of who goes around distributing these things.
Right.
Then he gave it to Akechi knowing that Akechi was running about, like, murdering lots of people. What the heck is he doing?
Who knows? He does not seem as trustworthy as he has in, like, at least 4.
Igor was never... He was never on... He never did anything like that before.
Right.
But you never got the impression he was a bad guy. At the very least, he just didn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But if he actually is supplying Akechi, that's really...
Right? Like, why?
I mean, and he would have done this long ago.
Yeah,
at least,
several years.
Several years ago. Okay. Is he sponsoring the whole Phantom Thieves thing just to make up for whatever he might have done with Akechi?
Yeah, he did something with Akechi, and then he was like, "Oh, I made a mistake."
Yeah, did he just screw up on Akechi so badly?
Show me your true form.
Yeah, that he needed the Joker or the Fool card and all this other stuff to help stop him.
Let's go.
Yeah, did he just need to make up for it? Ultimately, if Igor is not the one who initially provided the app to Akechi, I mean, maybe you can just will yourself some way to get to the metaverse. I have no idea.
How disappointing.
Okay, and that'd be fine, but we have no reason to assume that that there's just this... We had wondered how Akechi and Morgana had gotten to the metaverse before, and then Akechi, one of the people we had wondered about, talks about how he had this app.
But Morgana said that he doesn't.
Thus, we assume that it has to be the person who gave us the app, right? That's why we have to be thinking that instead of something else.
Right.
It's like, it's only logical. What were you going to say about Morgana?
Morgana said he doesn't know about the app and doesn't use it.
And we still have no idea how he gets there. I mean, that's fine. That's why we'd assumed that Akechi had gone there the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, if Igor did not provide the app to Akechi...
Then where the hell did he get it from?
Yeah, who the heck did?
He did say the only thing left is to tell him. Was he talking about Igor? Or his benefactor or whatever?
Yeah, talking about... Was he talking about Igor? Was he talking about Shido? We don't know.
Yeah. But it's nice we're finally getting to it.
So it looks like this set of corridors is a procession of locked doors, and you have to find the right open door to be able to move through everything. No, I find this fun. We're not going to show you the whole thing unless we end up blathering about something. Another thing I wanted to say about Akechi, you know, a while back, I was prepared to forgive him, because I was assuming that there was some
coercion.
I'd been assuming that Akechi was the victim, but then what happened, and so I'm just not so sure I can easily forgive him at this point.
Right?
Good work, everyone.
Understand, maybe, but not forgive.
Just especially after he still got us after all the benefit of the doubt we gave him.
Right, right.
He's gonna have to come up with some really compelling reason, or have some really compelling, and I'm sorry I have to use this phrase, change of heart. Like
it's appropriate
for us to be able to overlook what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always believed that it's never too late to do the right thing.
Right.
That you can always start doing the right thing now.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you don't ever pay for what you have done.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't mean all the stuff you did doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, you still have to... You are still responsible for any of the awful things that you have done. Hanuman!
This sounds familiar.
Well, there's 100% chance that Hanuman was around before the tales of Sun Wukong.
Right, right, right.
But probably due to the fact that we've both actually read all 4 dang volumes of Journey to the West, we're both rather attached to Sun Wukong. Okay, but I'm not the one who's gonna pay for what you just did.
I don't know what you were expecting, Jiro.
I don't know. What do you think, Billy? Do you think I'm being too harsh on Akechi?
No, not at all. Like, he's the one who came to Shido and was like, I can assassinate people without any evidence. So no, I don't think you're being too hard on him.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree.
Having a crappy life is no excuse for turning into a monster.
He can unmonster himself, but it'd better be convincing, you know?
It would take a lot. It would take a lot for me to forgive him.
It's not that it can't be done. I mean, if he ends up not actually being the primary villain of the game, which, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty much thinking that he is.
Yeah, me too.
But if Akechi ends up not being the primary villain, I mean, it's not that, like, it's not that I wouldn't sympathize with him.
Right.
I don't know. It's complicated, right?
It's very complicated.
But just because you sympathize with somebody, and even if he does do something where, like, maybe he helps out at the end after all.
Some kind of heroic sacrifice TM?
Something like that. It's like, that's meaningful.
I just think it depends.
It just doesn't wipe away.
No, it doesn't.
I think the part that makes it so difficult, like the switch,
Yeah, I agree.
I think the part that makes it is that, oh my god! What really did the switch from I think he's a victim to screw that guy for me, you've already said it. It's that he went to Shido and said, I can assassinate people for you.
Right.
He wasn't coerced into it. He wasn't led astray. Although his life was apparently awful, and I'm sure it'll be awful, I'm sure it'll be miserable, I'm sure it'll be very sad, and I'm sure we'll care. But he nonetheless voluntarily decided to assassinate people for his own benefit, and that's just different from being a victim.
Yeah.
Incidentally, whether I think someone's a good guy or not, or whether I can forgive someone for awful things they've done or not, doesn't mean I don't like the guy.
Right.
But I mean, liking fictional characters is different from approving of their actions.
Yeah. Well,
no, that's what we needed.
Load through, yeah.
That was what we needed.
We're gonna have to sneak past them.
That is just great. No
matter how hard you try, no matter how many doors you leave open, you must deal with the rat problem.
I really, really like this place. You have to think just enough that you might have to, like, pause to admire. What was that?
The steam coming out of a vent?
I was just wondering if it was going to do something. Anyway, everything keeps moving, and it's like this nice little circle where you have to do the right thing. With a bunch of enemies in the way, and none of it's excessive, and it keeps things fresh and interesting. It's not boring. I'm actually having fun with these corridors, which really is not what I was expecting. I was expecting, and I got this from Billy, Boradors.
Well, you know, I mean, maybe it's just because the games I've been playing have been Boradorathons, but I see the corridors and I'm like, oh no, just out of instinct.
Wait, why not? No! Okay, good.
It's okay, the door didn't shut behind you.
It's like hardly complex puzzles, but it doesn't have to be.
Right.
Hooray! Having fun in a palace!
Boo! Having fun in a palace.
Dude, you suck! Okay. Oh, wow, look.
Oh.
I think we're, like, basically done.
Oh.
We have, like, not so much left.
Yeah.
We've just got the person number 4, right? And then it's time.
The cleaner.
Then it's time for the cleaner.
The effects of cognition are low.
No!
Hold it right there, punks. You missed the safe room.
I ran past the safe room. I love how he's so bow-legged too.
This doesn't look good.
It's that scary guy. We didn't cause any more trouble, did we?
Nope. But you beat the crap out of my men, and I can't exactly let that pass. I'm gonna have to avenge him. Wait, you're the one who attacked us, remember? Huh, you sure do an awful lot of barking. Well, I guess I could let you off the hook.
It's the same person. When I look at him, he doesn't even look any different from Skull.
But you're gonna have to survive against these guys first.
Get ready. Here they come. Make sure not to attack Ryuji by mistake.
That's right, more of the same.
So I should switch over to Horus, right?
Yes. Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's good. I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, but when they're not just getting one mores like crazy, they blow them away like everything else. Who knew? If you select the right option in combat in a turn-based RPG, you win instead of lose. Deep thoughts. Well, that's that. We caused no trouble whatsoever, yet we're met with the same end result.
And on top of that, he up and disappeared again. Or did he? We should ignore him if our actions have no actual impact on the results. For now, let's focus on searching for the IT company president. I hope there are clues somewhere, like people to talk to. Aha.
Huh. Can't go in the stinky duct, eh?
Especially not with the cat with you.
Huh? More hallways?
No! This actually doesn't look that bad.
Well, look at this.
Yeah. Guess we're just gonna have to move from room to room to room to room.
How'd that go again?
Room to room to room to roomda. Aha! Didn't expect that, did you?
I kind of did, actually.
Oh, I'm getting predictable.
Ah!
Whoops!
Not good. Watch out! Strong enemies, and they've got you surrounded. No worries. This'll hurt. One down.
Oh.
Good.
Ah!
Oh, wow, look! A hostage situation!
Huh!
I wasn't sure if this was ever gonna happen to us.
I guess it only happens when someone's downed in a back attack.
I don't know. Sorry for doing this to your teammate. I bet I know how to fix it. Warning shot.
Yeah.
You want a bead? You want a bead? Screw off, buddy! I ain't giving you a damn bead! Oh!
That's not good at all.
You rat bastard!
What did you think would happen?
Right off their feet.
Honestly, I thought that I'd be able to talk down his request. Give him something, you know, less rare than a bead.
Well, now you know better.
This one.
Oh well.
Time to miss!
Quit calling Ryuji's misses. Although I guess you call it every time he attacks.
I'm 100% so far.
Oh yes, Morgana.
I know, and only 7 levels away.
I got a new power.
Excellent.
Oh yes, on. Mission accomplished. It's the same as every other thing. I suppose you could find this dungeon maybe repetitive.
A little bit. At least that section?
And depending on, I don't know, probably because we're really freaking strong. We're just sort of mowing everything down so fast, so nothing really lasts long enough to be repetitive.
That's true, that's true.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Oh, we've come full circle.
Oh, looks like it's unlocked. Way back here.
Wait, we're back at the main hall? And without any particularly useful information about the IT company president. He almost never leaves his room. Nobody's even seen him around.
If he almost never leaves, does that mean there are times that he does in fact leave?
Wouldn't he have to head out to go to the bathroom? That's how it was for me in my room.
Well, you know, I remember when I first heard about the shut-in phenomenon in Japan, I kind of was reading up on it, and it turns out that a lot of them will, at like 3 a.m., run out to the nearby 7-Eleven to buy food.
I guess they'd kind of have to.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. As a recovered agoraphobic, I'll also say that running around by yourself at 3 a.m. totally is fine. That's different. Anyway, but there are restrooms in the rooms here. What about meals?
Just one call and your food gets delivered to your room.
Aha! That's where we get him!
I think you're right, though this place is just a cognition. It has restaurants and bars as well. If the IT company president never leaves his room, somebody must be delivering the food to him.
Okay, so you think we should get info at the restaurants too. Nice idea, Joker. Oh, and you too, Queen. Aha, here we go. Welcome. Will you be dining with us today?
I can eat!
Is it possible to have meals delivered to my room? You mean room service? Yes, that is available only at this restaurant. Aha! So is there one room in particular that always orders food delivery? Pardon me, but why are you asking me this? I would like to see your boarding passes if you don't mind.
Oh, we've been asked to make a delivery. It's to the president of an IT company, I believe?
You seem awfully suspicious.
Well,
He apparently never leaves his room, but Mr. Shido has given us direct orders about this. Now then, this is a highly confidential matter, so we must take it to him ourselves.
Ah, is that so? Pardon me. In that case, let me tell you the way to his room. You have to crawl through that one air duct in that stinky place. Excellent! We made it! And of course, it's just right upstairs.
Where that guard was that wouldn't let us proceed.
Is that the case?
That's how it was at the very beginning before we started making the loop. It was next to the save room. There were stairs up there, and they were just like, "Oh, it's a shadow. We can't go that way yet."
That's how we got here.
No.
no way.
Well, anyway, let's go up and get that dude. Ah, I'm right. Yes, crawl through the stinky duct.
I guess you are right.
Yeah, do you want me to go to that place, Billy, and show you where that soldier was?
No. You don't need to prove me wrong.
Okay, because that is what happened.
It's okay.
Oh, you forgive me?
I'll forgive you for my mistakes.
You're so generous.
I know.
Hey,
Well, we've reached the side deck, now what?
If getting this door open is impossible, we'll just have to find another route inside. It's the room directly above here, right? Hey, place we haven't been yet that you wouldn't let us go. Bleh!
Nope. You were wrong.
Bleh!
Clearly, we need to find a locker.
Aha! There we go.
Or we can just climb up here.
I see. I never would have thought to climb up from outside. I mean, we are a fan of thieves. We can use places that normal guests don't have access to.
Huh. Wonder why it was so hard for us to find that.
It's been a while since we've done something like this, hasn't it?
hey,
Like in Kamoshida's, we were just like parkouring up the freaking castle.
I can feel it.
Yeah, it was pretty great how we kind of were in Castlevania land for a little bit. And now we get to do it again. I said Roy.
Roy? What's Roy got to do with this?
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, slight confusion aside, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The target's room lies ahead. Let's hope he keeps his window open.
I mean, we could just smash it, you know? Just saying.
How does everybody else here get anywhere? How does the room service get delivered?
Well, they go through the door, it's just this guy never opens his door.
The cabin, the targets is there.
I can sense someone within its walls.
Good job, Inari.
yeah.
That must be the IT company president.
I'm gonna go.
Of course.
Yeah, Futaba's the only person. Well, Futaba and Yusuke are the people who haven't got to do anything.
Yeah, and Morgana.
Yeah.
By yourself? He'll be on guard if we all go together.
I mean, he'd technically be on guard because we came in through his freaking balcony, but...
That makes the most sense.
Plus, it's IT stuff. This is my time to shine. Should we leave it to her?
Hi, I'm sorry I broke in. Let me... but I could break into your computer security systems just like I broke into your room. You want to talk shop? I mean, if he tries to do something...
We'll just jump him.
Yeah. She can't really fight back,
Been
but...
left to me.
It's fine.
It's like that show where the kid goes shopping alone for the first time. This is gonna be tough.
Yeah, she's feeling good enough to joke around, so maybe this will be fun after all.
Just yell if things get dangerous, okay?
Or we can just watch through the frickin' window we're standing in front of. Just saying.
Huh. This is sort of a nice little exclamation point to Futaba's Confidant.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't it maybe feel like it'd be weird if she were to be able to do this if you hadn't even started it?
Yeah.
the salute.
What the? Who are you?
Huh.
Pardon my entrance, Sudden.
His assistants don't have masks.
Hey!
Even the TV prez, his assistants had masks.
Those clothes. I mean, why did you come in from the window?
Well, the door's locked and you weren't answering. How else am I supposed to get in here? Oh, but I get how you feel. There's totes nothing better than relaxing in your own room.
From one shot into another.
A girl?
The thing is when I hear Sean Chiplock is some random guy, I can't help but actually think he's a good guy.
You're an IT guy, right? I can tell we talk the same language.
That's not what matters here. Just who are... Huh? Is that your laptop?
This little guy caught your attention, huh? I made it myself.
This is amazing. To think you could do this much on a mobile device.
So they're just gonna become friends?
I guess? Maybe we won't fight him.
Want to see the benchmarks? It can pump out some awesome numbers.
Maybe he is a regular dude.
Although normally I just use this one as a sub-processor when I'm hacking into a tough system.
Hacking? Do you mean like cyber attacks?
How are you the IT guy and not know what hacking is?
Ever heard of Medjed?
Well, of course.
Try not to be surprised by this. Actually, be surprised. I am Medjed. I'm the one who took down the fake.
Huh?
Huh? What?
Don't believe me, huh?
Oh.
Here, this is proof.
I was thinking this a minute ago, but then I didn't say anything. Shido doesn't know anything about all this. How the heck is he supposed to duplicate an IT guy talking shop?
You know, that's fair.
He can duplicate the other guy as being evil,
that makes a lot of sense.
But this is way too technical for him.
Maybe that's why he's holed up in his room and never goes anywhere.
This is the project server. You identified all of them?
If you want my skills, I'll need a letter of introduction.
Yeah, this seems like a good idea.
This is really funny.
Just breaks into the dude's apartment, shows off her amazing skills, and then is like, and I'll work for you too.
Man, to think the website we prepared got crushed so easily by a mere child.
Huh? You prepared it?
That's right. Why did you have to go and destroy our work?
Because I'm a fan. It was just because I couldn't forgive someone using the Medjed name without my permission.
Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy who did the med. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's why he's incompetent.
And so
she said that the guy who did it was an amateur.
Yeah, exactly.
So, why'd you send Medjed after the Phantom Thieves?
You know, sure enough, it was we already knew that Shido was behind that.
Yeah.
Well, not Shido specifically.
Right.
But
an underling.
Right. The Cabal, as we called it at the time, and that's still pretty accurate.
It's just most of the powers in one guy.
All of it, it all leads to Shido. We were really thinking that it was more spread out, but
There was no reason to choose Medjed, per se. Their popularity was convenient for us, though. We knew the Phantom Thieves couldn't target an anonymous group, after all.
Right.
That's why?
Well, that makes sense.
Medjed's defeat was supposed to be an act, so their actual fall was quite a shock to me and Akechi-kun. We were planning on shutting it down anyway, though, so it really didn't conflict with our plans. The Phantom Thieves must have enjoyed their moment in the spotlight, not knowing it would be so short-lived. You see, you gotta abuse a tool like the internet. Well, the word abuse doesn't really describe it.
Well, it depends on how you're using it.
Yeah,
The real charm comes in making use of the internet in innovative ways that circumvent legal restrictions.
oh yeah, like the dark web and fun uses of cryptocurrency.
I'm sure you understand. You're Medjet, after all. Isn't it wonderful manipulating all those information-illiterate idiots?
You're not sounding too smart right now, actually.
What a third-rate fool.
Huh?
Not only are your skills third-rate, but you stink worse than a third-rate person.
I shower once a week.
Don't treat me like we're equals. I'm gonna reform society.
What a stupid idea. Don't tell me you destroyed my website for this so-called societal reform.
That's right. It's because I'm a member of the Phantom Thieves.
What?
Picking on the weak and calling that innovative? Looks like I just gotta ban the guy at the root of all this. Shido. Now, you're gonna give me that letter of introduction.
I don't know, I do feel like too much sort of tech jargon was just sort of thrown around here.
I also kind of feel like this isn't as important as the other guys.
That's exactly what I was
Because
getting
he's
at.
not related to a mental shutdown or anything. He is part of the reason they had so many problems.
Yeah,
but he's like a small part.
Yeah.
But how about a computer competition for it?
Huh? Don't be ridiculous. I'd rather just kill you.
Guys?
I don't have any combat abilities.
So this is still what happens in the end.
Well, now that we know he has one, this should be the easiest way to get it.
I see.
Okay.
Well, the scene may not have been anything special, but in general, I do like that the palace has these.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, it's actually the one part of the game so far that has paid attention to every dang character.
Yeah. So far.
So far, and that is really nice. Alright, so if it's like real Oberon and Titania's...
Probably not, but go for it.
Then wouldn't that mean...
We can nuke inside.
2 enemies floor.
Or maybe it is.
Joker?
Nah!
Just finish off the Titanias.
Yeah. Hey, look at that! I don't care, though.
Right?
One enemy on the floor. Bonafide, bonafide. Alright, on to the next.
I am thou. I lend it.
Yeah! Wow!
Push them, Kamususano.
That was an awesome hit.
This is working out pretty well.
Good job, physical team!
Everything's been so resistant and straight up blocking our magic.
So may as well just say, forget that. Good job, Muji.
You can always count on him.
All right.
I mean, if he's just gonna keep summoning, then we'll take out his harem.
One enemy.
I take this. Prepare yourself.
Darn, I was hoping.
Don't worry, I'm here to miss too. Did you think I was lying?
Ta-da! I win.
Yeah.
Knocked him right off his feet. Nice, Joker.
Oh, wow.
Nice. He's still a little sturdy. He did though. Don't worry.
He's trying really hard.
I'll finish you.
Summon as many of your waifus as you want. It won't matter at the end.
I will slay every waifu.
Persistent, isn't he?
Okay, there we are.
Let's go.
I was starting to get slightly worried on account of I left Yusuke with 7 hit points.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okie dokie, we got a letter of introduction.
Tell us something important, you bastard.
Making that fake medjet wasn't the only bad thing you did, right? I want to hear your biggest secret.
The cognitive science research. Oh.
What did you do? Spill it!
After extracting the results of the research, I deleted every last scrap of the original data. After that, I encrypted everything we had and put it on a domain inaccessible to normal people. Don't get me wrong, though, I don't know anything about all the mental shutdowns. Shido, what the hell was he researching?
No matter what it was, we won't let him abuse it.
That was still kind of tame.
All things considered,
All things considered.
Like we were...
Every media outlet is vouching for the inevitable Prime Minister Shido. The public loves you too.
We were expecting it to be some giant revelation about the cognitive science data, but... not really. But anyway, the real point of this is the stuff with Akechi.
Yeah.
We've only made it this far thanks to you.
I'm honored to hear that.
Now then, I have a favor to ask of you.
What might that be?
It's about the loyal customers of our mental shutdown business.
Oh?
So what, now you gotta get rid of all of them?
I guess so.
But what, I mean, he was just saying that, oh no, even after I'm Prime Minister, we'll keep, the business will still be open. But, I mean,
can't
now...
have anything tying him to that.
Yeah, if he already killed the SIU director for basically this reason...
Yeah.
Then it looks like he's gonna have to get rid of the others too.
How about you dispose of all the ones you think suspicious?
And and Akechi is the one who has the freedom to decide who
He's just gonna murder them all.
Maybe, yeah. Probably, yeah.
Right at this moment? But the election is coming up soon.
Correct. The earlier the better.
Shido just doesn't know how to hold back or take some time.
Right?
Why so suddenly? Did something happen?
Yeah, it's exactly what's happening. Shido's cognition of these guys is changing.
Uh-huh.
That would explain the whole shadow cognitive fusion. We haven't run into something like that before until we got to Shido's palace. So when we're wiping out the shadow, it is like making him suspect the people he's been working with.
Yep.
Nothing in particular. But if something were to happen, it would already be too late.
I can understand why you might be nervous, but why not stay calm and hold off until after the election?
I'd like to take out all of the trash before my inauguration as Prime Minister of this nation. For the sake of absolute victory, I need all roots of anxiety to be pulled as soon as possible.
Anxiety? You've never mentioned such things
Here we
before
go.
now.
Uh-huh.
Shido-san?
Akechi's no fool.
And when Akechi saw the phone thing before, it was like, I wonder, could something like that have happened? And now...
And Shido is looking like a little panicked in his portrait.
Right. And now Akechi is like, oh, great.
Do you understand what it means to cross me?
And of course,
you can't threaten Akechi!
Yeah.
Just do as I ask. I'll be counting on you.
The mental shutdown business is Akechi. You actually need him more than he needs you.
Yeah.
This is all too sudden.
Of course, the first place Akechi is going to go is Shido's palace.
Could it be?
We were expecting to fight a cognitive Akechi who was the cleaner in Shido's palace. Alternately, maybe it'll be just the real Akechi that shows up.
Oh! Well, we know what he's weak to!
Dark. But probably this one won't be.
Oh yeah, we got the fourth letter. He might have been a third-rate guy, but he still had one somehow.
Just that cleaner dude left in. Want to go cause a scene somewhere and lure him out?
Yeah, just start breaking stuff somewhere and he'll have to show up.
As I've already said, we should avoid doing that if we can.
But we've gone everywhere on the map. That's not actually true. Is there any place we haven't checked yet? All of these places are true? The engine room!
That reminds me.
Wait, I found something. The engine room. Remember how you were wondering about that smoke earlier, Skull? Oh yeah! What was that?
It's the stinky vent.
The stinky vent! At long last!